Well, rest in peace. I remember last year, a couple of days, I had snapped one of these main studs, and I decided to take a break. So now I have this nice new Craftsman torque wrench that's digital, so now I can actually hear when torque is the correct number instead of kind of guessing. So fingers crossed I don't snap another one of these stupid main studs. This is the one I snapped, so this is the most new one. So you know what, I'm gonna start with that one. It's tightened, and I didn't snap any of them. I have to now loosen all of them. Alright, so it's been about a week, since that last clip that I took, and breaking 4 of my piston rings, but come to find out that that Volkswagen tool is kind of not good. So I ended up just buying the nice Tectonics Tuning piston ring install tool, which was only, I think, $20 more than the actual Volkswagen factory piston ring compressor. So if you're doing this, I 100% recommend buying this just right out the gate, because we're just going to see if I end up having this just makes the process just 1,000 times easier. Don't use 1/4 inch drive for 80 foot-pounds. All right, take 2. Now I got this nice pretty pink Pittsburgh 1/2 inch socket.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's been about 3 weeks since that last clip, and this is why. After following the steps, I felt like I had it right. Obviously, I showed that in the video, and I kind of I rotated the engine over twice just to show that everything was moving correctly. However, I noticed that the top between the cams had a little bit more slack than I wanted, and then after digging a little bit deeper into it, I found out that I had slack more on the guide side of the upper timing chain rather than on the tensioner side. But I couldn't figure out how to get that extra slack out, and it was causing the timing to jump a tooth every single time that I would rotate it over. So I struggled with that for a while, and just kind of lost motivation a little bit. Life's also been crazy. I just graduated, and I've just been trying to get myself set up there. But I think I just figured it out today. I had some time. I think I have it right. I also reached out on Facebook. If you're in the VR6 conversions group on Facebook, thank you for all your help. They really helped me dial this in. The one thing that isn't really necessarily explained very well in the videos is that the tensioner itself needs to be primed. Some people say you don't have to prime it. I primed it just because I had put it together without it primed and it wasn't good. Now that it's primed, it actually helped reduce. I had a lot of slack in this chain here. I'll put up a video if I still have that video of the slack, but that I had slack in that chain, and I just, for whatever I did, I couldn't rotate this cam anymore with the cam locking plate, and I couldn't rotate it back to jump at a tooth. So again, it felt like a half a tooth. So after doing research, I found out that your bottom chain can be off by a half tooth based off of the gear ratios, things like that. And I had a little bit of slack here, so I redid the entire thing and then got the same thing to happen. So basically, I figured, okay, there has to be something wrong. So I reached out on Facebook and then redid the entire process again, and this time following very closely to both the Bentley manual and also a couple of write-ups that I saw online, and kind of cross-referencing and using all of those resources to put it together and have this final culmination of all of the information on the internet about doing timing for a VR6. But as a beginner, the first time doing this, one thing I recommend is just double check that all of your marks line up. This timing mark over here is so hard to use, and like you can't even really see it. This timing mark over here is so hard to use, and it's kind of unassuming. And one of the write-ups that I read online says that you actually want to line the bottom of, or the top of this notch up to this here, but it's very hard to read still. So what I've been told was just to use this little tooth here, and this is way easier to see. Just line it up to the seam with this, the crank cap there. And also you can see this mark in here is pointed straight up and down. So after using that and kind of struggling with the different types of timing marks there, I think I finally have it in time, and I can proceed with my build. Made this far in the video, thanks for watching. Sorry this part took a while to come out. Just took me a while to get everything together, and just my schedule with life and things like that. I'm actually halfway done painting the engine bay, getting that prepped, so expect that part in maybe about a week or two, depending on how long it takes me to get that edited together, also with the weather cooperating for paint and things like that. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe and stay tuned.